quickly speaking, I work with all of our mastery schools at this point. One of the things I like to do every so often is just get back into the classroom, just to get a sense of like how things are playing out. So you all, last year were in 5th grade, right? In 5th grade, you learned a different way of teaching, a different way of learning, and this year is something a little bit different for you. So I'm trying to get a sense of how this plays out. So, I'm going to give you some very clear directions, as much as I possibly can, and I need you to listen very carefully, because I can say it twice, but I can't say it more than that, because you guys you're in middle school now, that's a big deal. So, at your table, make sure everybody has one of these, right? In the center of the table, everybody should have one of those. Jen, right there. There's your paper right there. So just wait. Wait 1 second. Here's what I need you to do. Look at this paper up front. I need your paper on the back. If you flip it over, it's really important. I need you to draw as best as you possibly can. Your sheet looks like this. The back of your page will look like this, where there's numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like this sheet. So you do 30 seconds to draw that for me on the back page. Yeah, just like this. Like this. Awesome. Seeing a lot of stuff happening there. Need you to draw this. Please. You got it. Already done. Okay. So, what I need you to do right now is, in space 1, which is up here, wherever it is where I'm pointing to, top left-hand corner is space 1. I want to post on the board the 2 very quick, simple problems you guys have been working on. If number 1's too difficult, jump to number 2. Okay? So you need you to work on, in that space 1 in the top left-hand corner, these 2 problems. You don't have to write down these words, just answer these. By yourself individually, there should be no talking at all. I'll give you 2 minutes. You may begin. By yourself. By yourself. See, a lot of people already have, many people the first one finished. Great job. You have 1 minute left. By yourself, individually. It's okay. Okay, it's okay. Go to the second one. Do 40 more seconds. It went away. It's not a big deal. Alright? I want you to focus on this. Yep, I won't help you out if you can't say it. Just look at the top one. Place value, very important what you're going to do today with this work with rectangles and generic rectangles. 438, that means you have 400s, which is awesome. I saw some people do this, which is equally as good. You should be writing this down if you don't have it, because you need it for today's lesson. 3 10s, right? That's, some people do this as well, 30. And I saw 8 1s, which is just 8 at this point. So in all reality, 430 has, it's a 400 plus a 30 plus an 8. Very important to keep that in mind. If you didn't have it, write it down right now. Okay? 430 and an 8. 430 and an 8. Alright, let me show you. Alright, I'm going to show you this one now. If you don't have this, I need you to write it down. Prime factorization. You guys have been seeing this. Notice how it's split. 6 times 100 gives you 600. This is a 2 and a 3. 2 times 3 gives me 6. Those are factors. 4 times 25, 100. And these are also broken down. So that means that I saw this lesson the other day here. I saw you guys doing it. You have 3 2s. So that is 2 to the third power, right? Yep. 3 is the exponent. That tells you how many times it appears. Okay. Times a 3. I have 2 5s, right? 2 factors of 5.
Oh,
yep.
wait.
So what I need you to do, it's okay if you're confused, I need you to write this down if you don't have it. Give me about 15 seconds just to jot this down. Right? So, you need the opportunity to talk. You're not going to talk with your whole table at this point. Okay? I need to get a sense of what you know that you've been doing. I'm not asking for complete sentences. I'm asking for a quick bullet point or a couple words. With your shoulder partner, obviously the person with your shoulder next to you, this table of 3, you all can share with each other, okay? What I want you to do in 1 minute is generate a list of 2 or 3 things you've been learning. It could have been from a month ago, it could have been from yesterday. 2 or 3 things you have learned or memorable problems. 1 minute, not across the table, shoulder partner to write this down. You're writing this in space 2. You're writing this in space 2 with your shoulder partner. Alright, you guys can start. You have 1 minute. Yes, it's here. Can you share that with your team? Make sure you write that down. Share with them. Can you write down what they're telling you?
What? How do you spell factorization?
I smack the table there. It will. That was pretty weak. Here's what I need. Raise your hand silently if you have something to share about what you've been learning so far. Good. Box method exponents. Generic rectangle. Yes, sir. Prime factorization. Factor pairs. Go ahead.
Prime
conversation twice. It's like squared in our world now, right? With exponents. You said it twice and squared. That was a joke. Go ahead.
Like, missing notification where you use like all the pencil and paper and you go like.
You guys are like rock stars. If you just say that right now. Like you just gave me a lot of stuff. So we talk about all those things. I heard generic rectangle. We're going to get a more formalized approach to generic rectangles today to support you multiplication. That's the goal. Okay? So what I need you to do is listen very carefully. Alright? If you can switch to, you see page 2, it's number 260 on the front side. Flip your paper over. Sorry. Flip it over. Flip it over. Flip your paper over. Okay? 260. Let me just tell you this. It says copy your diagram onto your own paper. This is your paper. Don't need to copy it. It's already done for you. I want you to, for 2 minutes, not with your group, by yourself, I want you to read and interpret what's happening here for just part 260, part A. Alright, 2 minutes by yourself and begin attempting to get an answer. You should have a conversation with your shoulder partner or your table. This is just yourself. 2 minutes, maybe begin reading it. How great you're thinking about that. Read 260A, and you should begin attempting to answer it. You're still without a minute and a half. Take your time. Let's do it for a second. Is that okay? Let's see if we can hear. Not in that sense, right? Come here. Just grab your paper. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. Can you... Okay, here's what I want you to do. Just stop. Many of you have attempted or have been reading it. I want you now to do this. At your table, somebody has started breaking this apart the correct way. I want you to share, folks, to share what you have so far with your team. So that means... hey, I wrote this down. Here's what I have. What do you have? So begin sharing the responses with each other. Can you share with them what you have? So you can begin. You have 2 minutes to have a conversation about how you broke it apart.